Hello and welcome to Out of Spec Scootz. I'm Comp. Today I'm in Raleigh, North Carolina, and I want to figure out what there is as far as e-motos and electric motorcycles around in town available for new purchase and maybe even find some used models. So let's go, and I think there's 3 places in town that I was able to find on the map. Let's go around and see what we can find. First stop I'm at is Team Powersports. Team Powersports here in Raleigh. Let's see what they have to offer as far as electric motorcycles and e-motos. Looks like they carry 0. That's a good sign. We're here at Team Powersports in Raleigh, and I'm here with Trent.
That's right.
And he's going to walk us around a few of the electric stuff that they have here.
Awesome. This is the Zero XB. It is their lightweight dirt bike model. Comes in at around 139 pounds. Makes about 270 foot-pounds of torque. Very fun, very torquey. Comes with hot swappable batteries, different power modes. Very accessible entry-level bike for anyone to ride.
Dude, it's just a solid dirt bike with a battery and a motor.
Very simple. Very simple.
That's
and it's an easy bike to ride. It's, I don't know how do you say, you don't have to worry about changing gears, clutches. Very simple, easy to ride, very straightforward motorcycle. Essentially, the front cover comes up, better pull straight up from the top.
Nice.
These are fairly lightweight for a battery, but this and the XE model, those step up, are the 2 that come with hot swappable batteries, allowing you to keep one on charge while you're riding, give you more riding time in one day.
And that actually gives you some, if you're going to compete with it, it gives you the ability to compete, to be able to pull in, refuel, quote unquote, the same time that it would take a gas guy to do.
That is the one negative thing about an electric bike is as the battery degrades, or rather dies, you're not losing weight like you would if your fuel is running empty. So
Right.
You're maintaining the same weight the whole time.
Yeah.
It is more consistent that way. But yeah, hot swapping a battery for competitive use is very advantageous.
Excellent. Let's take a look at what you got. Some road models here.
We certainly do. We've got the Zero S and the DS, so our sport naked bike, as well as the touring bike. The touring bike is getting around, 120, 130 miles on a charge. Sporty models around 100 on a full charge. Not hot swappable. A lot more battery on these guys.
Yeah.
But very easy to ride, very smooth machines.
Excellent.
Very low maintenance.
Well, and I've got a KLR 650. Not this new version, but this thing is maybe a bit heavier, I would say.
It is a bit, yes.
But all around, you put some knobbies on this, you can hit some trails on that.
It is capable for that, yes. Absolutely. And you're not worrying about cracking an oil pan or anything of that nature.
Exactly.
So no leaks.
Excellent. Just around the corner, I was looking at this thing. What are we looking at with this sweet little Kawasaki thing?
So this is the Kawasaki Electro 20. It is a e-bike for kids. It's a balance bike. You have a governor so you can set different speed limits for children as they grow and develop. And it's a great way to get kids started in a safe way. No pedaling. These just fold up. So it's just for balance.
Cool.
It's a great introductory machine. Disc brakes, a little bit of suspension, but a very basic machine overall.
It's a sweet old school Kawasaki design to it as well.
It is.
So imagine being a kid. They just didn't have these things when I was a kid. That's so awesome. Trent, what are we looking at here in the XE models?
So the XE model is more of a full-size dirt bike, essentially. They're just north of 200 pounds, so not too heavy. They do about 55 miles an hour. This does come with a hot swappable battery. It's a bit bigger on the suspension compared to the XB, much more capable for a motocross track if you want to send some big jumps and things like that. But a very capable machine, easy to ride.
It's quite a bit bigger. It's much more of a serious machine.
It definitely is. The seat height's quite high.
Yeah.
We find that it's better to have it higher for off-road capability. Some people don't like not being able to flat-foot it very easily.
Right.
But in motion, it's a dream.
You're not stopping in stop-and-go traffic.
Right.
You're jumping on, hitting the jumps, and then coming into the pits and stopping.
Absolutely. This one's definitely designed more for that track use.
Okay, excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent looking machines. And like real forks, real inverted forks, real brakes. That's a whole nother level.
Absolutely.
Well, great to see that they carry a couple of Zero models, a couple of road models, a couple of off-road models. And that big off-road dirt bike, that thing is a beast. I would love to get that thing out and ripping around on a track or in some trails. So, Team Powersports, Trent was awesome, and really cool shop here. They do a little bit of everything. They've got service for all your internal combustion stuff as well. So really cool that they carry zero, and that when you go with something like a zero motorcycle, it's going to have actual serviceability at a professional place. So zero, since they sell them, they've got to be able to service them here. So excellent to see. Let's go check out the next place, and I think there's even a third one going to go check out. So right off the noisy old highway here. Well, next stop is Motomaxx here in Raleigh. Let's see what they've got to offer as far as electric e-motos and if they have anything road going. Well, here at Motomaxx, they are decked out with electric inventory. All of these bikes. Everything here, kind of starting from the smaller stuff, getting into the medium stuff, and then the larger stuff up top. Let's take a look and see what they've got. These kind of cruiser bikes, starting at about 900 bucks. 10 amp hour battery with a little tiny 350 watt motor. I can imagine if you got kids, that would be a good rig for kids. And then a little bit bigger, getting into more still in the Strike brand. 750 watts, 20 amp hour battery for $1,600. That is not a bad deal with some big old tires to it. Then getting from that moped style into more of a motocross looking thing. It's in the Riding Times GT4 2 kilowatt motor, 27 amp hours for $1,000. That's pretty good. That would be enough to have a lot of fun on. All right, little baby Surron. Little baby Surron Hyper B. What do you cost? $3,000. 5 kilowatt motor. 25 amp hour. But the difference here, you're going from a hub motor to mid-drive. Mid-drive is going to be night and day different than a hub motor. And just, I would prefer a mid-drive any day, but price-wise, you could buy 3 of these little guys for the price of that one. But I think it'd be worth it, especially if you're trying to raise an E-Moto superstar. And next, Mini Pup. Rawrr. Rawrr. $2,000. 23 amp hour, 3 kilowatts. That's a cute little thing. Like that color. Strike. 1,600. 3 kilowatts. 23 amp hour. Okay. Flashy. Definitely flashy. But you are getting an awesome little pit bike. And good luck finding a little Kawasaki pit bike for 1,500 bucks nowadays. That thing is pretty sweet looking. I mean, they just keep getting better and better. Price is going to go up, but getting 5 kilowatts, 27 amp hour, 50 miles an hour about, and a bunch of these Strikes. So Strike Shadows. So these are all Strike Shadow 60 volts. That must be a popular unit. So they've got this 300 bucks off. So probably around $2,000 for 5 kilowatts, 20 amp hours. So the big thing between this and like the Zero, you're not hot swapping this battery. You're good for a good track day, or you're in for a good day of ripping around and having fun, but you're not really staying competitive without hot swappable battery. So, RTR Lite. There's another, oh, so that's the Lite. This is the Sport. Sport comes in at $3,000, 8 kilowatts, 25 amp hours versus 5 kilowatts, 20 amp hours. So with the Sport, you're getting a bigger battery and you're getting a bigger motor. And it seems like almost everything else visually looks about the same. But that's definitely quite a bit bigger of a motor here. Like, check out that unit compared to, where's that one? It's hidden in there somewhere. Little motor. Just Unleash, the Rawrr. I like Rawrr as a brand, even though they kind of make a Rawrr sound. Rawrr Mantis. That thing looks sweet. $2,600 for 6 kilowatt hour, 6 kilowatt, 20 amp hour. Little cute Rawrr. All right, getting into Yozma. These ones do not have the same tags on them, so not sure the price of the Yozmas, but you're getting a nice light, whereas these ones don't even have a light on them. None of them in this little baby class really do. You're getting a solid looking light. IN10. So I'll see if I can get some info about these Yozma IN10s. And you've got the IN10 Pros. I like how far in this motor is set. That it is set on a good center line versus, yeah, these ones are too, but how this motor's set way back, which is kind of odd to me. And then the difference of big chain versus little chain. These guys have got a decent sized chain versus this looks like would be on a piece of machinery or something, or a timing belt. It looks like a timing belt chain even. So the Pros, those things look pretty beastly. Bunch of them. Let's step up into the next upper level. So these already, a couple of them are under hold, but there's a Surron Light B. Hot swappable battery. Like to see that. They don't have the batteries in there right now. Comes with a light.
I appreciate you, man. See you.
You're getting something serious in a Surron then. All right, what do we got here? E-Ride Pro. What we got here, the E-Ride Pro Senior, Pro SR. 25 kilowatts, 50 amp hours. It's an actual battery now. And hot swappable capabilities. So this is the Pro SR versus E-Ride Pro. And Pro SS 2.0 versus 3.0. Let's see what the 2.0, 12 kilowatt hours, 40 amp hours. So the 3.0's got a bigger battery, bigger motor, for not all that much more money. $4,600 versus $5,000. Oh, we got a demo special here. It's this is, I think, their only used one here. So it's got a little dust and dirt on it. $5,500. Aftermarket seat. A couple aftermarket parts on it. Pro SR, Pro Senior. Monday Motorbikes. That thing is a big unit. that seat is up high. Like, it is at my waist, basically, even on the side stand. But hey, it's got pedals. Monday motorbikes for $3,000. 1,500 watt motor. Into the Rawrr brand. Non-hot swappable battery. 15 kilowatts, 35 amp hours. It looks good. Everything's well condensed up in the motor ESC area. But not having a hot swappable battery to me is kind of a deal breaker. Mantis X Pro, same one as the other one. And let's see what a Mantis X is without the Pro. Smaller motor, smaller battery. Quite a bit less price. So $3,000 versus the Pro is going to be in at $3,900. What else do we got? So just another Rawrr Mantis X. And Riding Times is the brand of these. GT73s. Kind of trying to still stick with that e-bike style stuff with the pedals. It's such an odd thing to see something that should be an e-moto but still have pedals to it. And some places I've seen you can get away with a lot more once you have pedals. But 2.4 kilowatt motor, 18 amp hour battery. It goes 40, but the thing weighs 116 pounds. Like you're definitely treating that like an actual dirt bike. But very nice selection here. Very nice crew of people. And anybody that I've interacted with has been quite solid. Seems like it'd be a good place to shop. Motomaxx. They've got your E-Motos, it looks like. And so these IN10s are 1,200. I'd say that my pick, if I were to buy anything today, I'd definitely hot swappable battery is necessary for me. And I would go probably with these E-Ride Pros, not riding anything, but just general features. That big battery, big power, hot swappable battery. That is a deal breaker for me. So probably the Pro SR, if I had $5,700 to drop, I would probably go with that, and then also get another spare battery or two. And that way then you could actually be cranking through them all day. So great place here. Well, third stop is Capital Powersports. They've got a big inventory, they've got all sorts of stuff, but they're pretty low on electric things. One giant golf cart, one tiny ATV, and one small electric Kawasaki motorcycle, on-road motorcycle. And they didn't want me to film in there, so I'm sneaky filming outside. That is a good round of checking things out all around Raleigh. And honestly, the middle place with all the big inventory definitely had the best. And the Zero, the first place, I like that big Zero machine. You're getting a name brand behind something besides instead of this or that, and seems like comparable price to the big stuff. So in the future, hoping to be able to test ride some of these things and get some more data on them and buy something. So thank you so much for watching out of Spec Scootz. Have a great day.